Alright everyone, I've actually came up with more lore for my backstory. Decided to tell you more about what I actually am. That's what it is, of course. Because I am an alien, as you already know. I'm also from a planet called Foodopolis. Yes, it's very creative, isn't it? Shut up. Now, remember my mortal enemy, Ketchup, and we were once one being, but that wasn't really it. I was lying. And it's almost like I just came up with this lore off the top of my head and now I'm changing it. That's not what it is, though. Shut up. Ketchup and I are actually brothers. I just didn't want to say it all along. That's the reason, of course. Yes, my mortal enemy is in fact my brother. You see, we grew up on Foodopolis, and we trained in the way of combat known as the Way of Taste. Our master was the legendary Taste Combat Master, the Master Chef. And no, I don't mean Gordon Ramsay's. I mean the Master Chef. That was his name. His first name was Master, and his last name was Chef. He was very embarrassed about it. Don't make fun of him. He's dead now. I'm skipping ahead though. Anyways, Master Chef, he taught us the ways of the sword, martial arts, energy, and all parts of the ways of taste. Everything was peaceful on Foodopolis, until one day, it wasn't. Our master was found dead, and Ketchup turned his back on me and our entire planet. It was almost as if Ketchup was an entirely different condiment, and swore to destroy me and all of Foodopolis' residents. I was confused by Ketchup's sudden heel turn, and our master's demise. I had no choice but to lure Ketchup off our planet, and here to Earth. I fear that I have put many at risk by bringing my brother to Earth, but I feel that this is the only way that I can defeat him, and possibly bring him back to normal. So present day, I found my brother's objects of torture that he hid around the world. These objects had so much evil, negative energy in them that they might have destroyed the world. But everybody's okay now, so you're welcome. These are objects so bad that no sane person would ever go near them or even like them. Oh yeah, and before you say, oh well that's like the Horcruxes from Harry Potter. Go fuck yourself, okay? This is totally original, 100% unique. It's not like that at all, so shut the fuck up. The first object I destroyed was Sneak King. Now, this was a long time ago, back when I used to eat my mic when I talked into these videos. I've grown up since then, I know how to use a mic now. I don't recommend going back and watching this shitty video, it's pretty bad. However, I hate this game. But it's got a charm to it. There's something about it that I kind of like. That and it was only $3, so it's kind of a steal. This object of power was destroyed by my cat. Good job, big princess. Rest in peace. The next object to be destroyed was Cat in the Shat. That shitty fucking Mike Myers movie that I didn't want to even talk about, so I didn't. I just beat the shit out of it with a table leg. And my new form, the Beast form. I'll go over the forms later, that's also part of the lore. You're in for the long haul. That was a pretty old video, and apparently I forgot to fucking film it in goddamn landscape. My bad. I thought it was a pretty good video though, I'm kinda happy with it. The next power source, oh god, it's The Last of Us Part 2 again. Do I really have to talk about this? This game was so bad I couldn't even finish the fucking stream for it. God damn. Anyways, I got my revenge on it by destroying the shit out of it. In fact, I didn't even realize this was a power source until after I destroyed it. I'm like, oh cool, that was a power source. I just kind of destroyed it just for the hell of it. I also got a new form. My strongest form yet. The Stunning and Brave form. Again, I'll go over forms later. The next object of torture was The Thing from 2011. What a god-awful fucking movie that was. It didn't really take much effort to destroy it, I just burnt the cover and then beat the fucking disc randomly with a lawnmower blade. Yeah, it didn't really take a whole lot. It was after this that we had our first confrontation, and Ketchup used his Ketchup form to easily defeat me in the end. I needed more power. After this, I took on the final source of power, the video game known as The Shadow of the Colossus. However, I didn't really hate that game very much, so I just kind of bonked it with my sword. But it gave me my new mustard form. Now look, I know what you're all probably thinking right now.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Everything that I've been saying is 100% true. Like, what do you think I did? Just like, took 20 minutes to come up with a bunch of random shit that I think sounds funny, and just put it all in a video? Like, who does that? Alright, now I know you're all interested, so let's talk about the forms. The different forms of Grubby Mustard. Speaking of Grubby, that's my first form. It's a very weak form. I give it 2 stars in power, 1 star in intelligence, because I'm not smart, 2 stars in speed, and 2 stars in endurance. It's as pathetic as you can think of. My next form that I've gained through subscriber power is the Beast form. I used it to destroy the Cat in the Hat. It's a pretty strong form, but it's not very smart. It gets like a 4 in power. Intelligence, it ain't even there. Speed's pretty fast, it's a 4. And endurance is like a 3, because why not? This form also has the added ability that it can use anything as a weapon. I used a fucking table leg to destroy Cat in the Hat, and in our first confrontation, I started beating Ketchup with a fucking vacuum tube. The next form, the Brave and Stunning, or Stunning and Brave, whatever you want to call it. Either way, you better be okay with it, you bigot. Okay, so power is a 5, of course. Intelligence, I'm still not very smart. Speed is only a 2. Endurance is probably like a 4. Now you'll be able to see how much health I have left depending on how bloody my big muscular arms are. And it also has a special stat called Virtue. And it's immeasurable, of course. You fucking bigot. And the weapon of choice is, of course, what else? A golf club. My next form goes toe-to-toe with Ketchup. It's my mustard form. Just straight up mustard, that's right. It's my strongest one yet. I don't know, it's like a 4 in everything except intelligence, it's still a 1. I'm not getting any smarter here, guys. This form can also shoot energy beams just like Ketchup can. There is still one final form that I'm leaving out, but it's lost to history, only to be used during the 1,000 Day Blood War arc. That just about wraps up the lore video, until I forget something else and have to make another damn video. But hopefully that doesn't happen. We're still working on part 3 of our epic showdown, so hopefully that goes well. It's going to be a while. You can't rush art.